Good morning. How are you? I hope that you are fine this glorious rainy morning. If you don't know me, hi, my name is Maya, and I am your co-host of Motivation and Muscles with Maya Ting. Oh my goodness. And we have co-hosts. We have a small co-host today. So, yeah. It was a struggle this morning, but a very good morning. Y'all need to buckle up. I am all over the place. I'm exhausted. I should have gotten a large co-host, but I opted out for a small one. But anywho, so I'm exhausted, and let me explain why after I turn on the light, because you guys cannot see me. So yesterday I had to go into the office. I didn't go long. I just met my lead, and we kind of went over some things, which, by the way, was very helpful, and I'm thankful that we did that. Shout out to her if she is watching. I doubt it, but just in case. Anyway, very productive. And in the middle of our meeting, I was like, oh my goodness, I have to go to an event from 6 p.m. to 8 p.m. And the event, which was a good one, was an hour and 15 minutes away, which means I left the office at 3 o'clock. Ooh, it's hot. Got home in about 20 minutes. You know, what I wore to the office, I wore to the event. I had to kind of get myself together, eat my food before I go, because the event that I was going to was going to serve dinner. So I had to get my mind right, make sure I was full, right, with my meal. And I did that, saw my husband briefly, and I was out. And yeah, the event was over at 8 o'clock, but then of course it was like mingling time, and I'm looking like I can't mingle. I mingled for exactly 11 minutes. Because people was asking me, what do I do? And, I didn't want to just tell them what I do and not ask what they do, and yada, 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 how we can collaborate, blah, blah, blah. I really met some really nice people. It really was a nice event, and I would like to do business with them moving forward. Just how to raise healthy kids, how to raise reliable, resilient children, right? And although my kids are adults, I do work around kids in a lot of families. So when I can find events like this that I can go to, especially when they're free, I try to take advantage of it, most definitely. And it was really a good one. So about 11 minutes in, I had to excuse myself, and thank goodness there was no traffic. So like literally I got home in like 50 minutes. Got home, I had to shower, get myself ready for the next day. I was in the bed by 9:30, listened to some ratchet YouTube, and I might have been asleep within like 15-20 minutes. And although to many of you, getting in the bed, before 10 might be considered early, but because my mornings start so early, I wake up at 3:30. It used to be 3:45. I backed it up to 3:35. Now it's just 3:30. And I'm out the door by 4. And then I have to do my cardio and then weight training. If you remember yesterday's car chat, I was telling you how I tried my trainer. I kind of just told him he needed to step his game all the way up. When I tell y'all I came in that gym, I did my cardio, I had my headphones in, and I didn't take them things off until like 5 minutes before I was done. And that's so funny because 5 minutes before I thought I was done, he was like, okay, come do these leg extensions, 6 sets of 20. I was like, yeah. So I put my headphones in until, yeah. So, yeah. So I'm gonna just continue to push through. My only responsibility is to eat my food. That's it. That's all I need to do, and I'm doing a good job with that. That's all I need to do is just eat my food, drink my water. That's it. So anyway, because I went to that event last night, when I go to work this morning, when I start work at 8 o'clock, I get to get off at 1. So excited. So doggone excited. So, yeah. My bodybuilding show is still May 27th, so I have a ways to go, but it's coming and I'm not giving up. It's hard as heck. But it's Friday. I'm blessed. I have an opportunity to embark on this journey that a lot of people cannot. And I have to always remember not to take this for granted. And that goes for you. Wherever, you got going on, whether you think it's small or if it's humongous, listen, you're blessed. You are blessed. You are. You are. And sometimes when we begin to act like spoiled brats, I'm speaking to myself, we need to sometimes just take a step back and just look at our lives, from an outsider's perspective as much as we can, right? And really just look. And I remember when my kids were really little, not every weekend, but from time to time, and this is gonna date me because this is when gas used to be like less than $1, like maybe 105 or something like that. But I would gas up my car and we would drive to different parts of Georgia, just drive through. And we would look at the Richie Rich side, and we would look at the, the less rich, right? The impoverished side. And I would just show them, the juxtaposition, yeah, between the two, the differences between the two. We all have choices, but we all have opportunities. Every last one of us, we do. Right? And we have choices. So, I kind of forgot where I was going with that, to be perfectly honest. I am tired. I haven't even had a sip of my co-host. I need to. Okay, so we have our challenge today. Since it is March 10th, we have it every single day. The squat side leg lift, 15. I'm gonna record that a little bit later, like a lot later. Because, excuse me, Your girl is worn out. Worn out. Yeah. But I'm grateful. Oh, I know this is going to be hot. But, you know, it's always that first sip. That's so good. You know what the funniest thing is? I used to hate coffee. Like, not hate it. It smelled weird. It tasted how it smelled. And when I was younger, not like a minor, but just younger, I would put a lot of sugar in it, right? And my mom used to say, you just made hot chocolate. You might as well just get hot chocolate and not coffee. So now, because my mom was a coffee fanatic. She loved coffee. Every morning, that's what she did. And I think that's the reason why I do it, you know. But she would get her coffee and put a splash of milk in it. I mean, and just a splash. So that's what I do. I put a splash, not of milk though, of non-dairy creamer, just a splash. I'm not supposed to have the creamer anyway. But it's that powdered non-dairy. It has like 10 calories, so I get less than a teaspoon of it. Yeah, just to kind of cut that bitterness. Just a splash. But yeah, I now love coffee. And to be honest, I do like the way it makes me feel. It gives me that boost and that jolt that I need. And at first I was like, is it really doing anything for me? But the thing about it is, during my lunch, but I don't have any scheduled meetings and I can just kind of lay down, you know, before drinking coffee, I would take a nap on my lunch. Now I can't even do it, especially if I've had coffee in the morning. I just cannot. It literally keeps me up. It's like my B12. So, and I love it so much, coffee, that sometimes I'll tell my husband, like right before we go to bed, I'm like, man, I can't wait for tomorrow so I can get some coffee. And he just laughs. But I normally just do 1 cup. Unless I have like something going on and I know I'm gonna need some extra. But yeah. But listen, I'm gonna go because I don't have anything. I'm exhausted today. And I don't just want to have y'all sitting here looking at me drive and drink coffee. So I'm going to go. I will be recording the challenge video a little bit later, but look out for it. Again, we have 15. I will be using the resistance bands. So join me. Consider joining me. And I will talk to you guys later. I love you.